Okay, let's go ahead now and shift over to the indexes and the S&P 500. So this is our both weekly and daily cycle analysis for the S&Ps. The first thing I want to emphasize is the importance of understanding that cycle low timing and when the odds strongly favor impulses in a certain direction. In this case, we're just going to talk about off of key cycle lows. Let's go back here because you'll want to look at when we have dominant lows due. Let me just zoom in a little further here. When you have dominant cycle lows due, look at the probabilities of rallies off of that dominant low. Each of these cycles, once they formed their trough, had sizable moves and quickly off of that low. Right there, right there, right here. Even in the overall construct of a bear cycle, you still saw 3 weeks up right there that were very sharp. Right here and right here. Each of those periods led to quick moves that were very strong and very fast. So this move here, while it is fast on the upside, is not anything really unusual in terms of what's going on this both intermediate term and short term timing. We frequently see sharp moves off of key dominant lows. The fact that this is moving as fast as it is confirming that you have just formed an important intermediate term cycle trough. So I just wanted to highlight that because it's really very important. It's really easy to just simply watch price and get shocked by how fast it's moving. Overlay our process into what you do, and you'll understand why it happened when it did, because it actually happened exactly on our both intermediate term and short term timing that we have been highlighting for weeks for our members at askSlim. Right now, there's a key 78.6 fib on the upside at 4,500. If we close through that level, these old highs at 4607 are highly probable. Right now, if we look at this cycle structure, we're seeing a positive cycle forming right here with a higher cycle low, higher cycle high. So that says on its own, there are very high odds of a move through 4607 in this rising phase. Given the magnitude of this move up, we would say, therefore, we would look for on a move through 4607. If we go ahead and draw in our fibs here, there's a 78.6 up at around 4730. That would be that next level up on a move through the 4607 level. So we are just going to be understanding how price is acting and watching these translations closely to see if that 4730-ish area is in play. Right now, we're just looking for a move through 4607 on a close through 4607. We would then be adding our levels back on the upside, but all of this is based on an important trough that has now clearly formed in the S&Ps. I also want to highlight that there is still this out of phase green FEZ cycle, which we are watching, which has a trough that's due around the January of 2024 time period. Highest probabilities are it will only form a higher low into that cycle timing and then turn right back to the upside. Okay, so this is what is very important to note in the S&P 500. Shift over to the daily chart. Formed as slow as we had been indicating right at the end of October, surged to the upside. And the way this is acting is, again, if we follow the translations, this is acting like a swamped cycle that is likely going to form here in this dominant cycle. So we have to just pay attention closely to how we trade over the coming weeks. Right now, obviously, it is positive. On the downside, this zone is rising, but it comes in 44.11 to 43.50. That is really all we would be looking for at worst on the downside, and then for this to still turn back up and, as I said earlier, move back towards these old highs at 4607. This is acting just fine right here in the S&Ps and confirming both a short-term as well as intermediate-term trough.
This is the Cycle Analysis Workshop Special. You're going to learn my method of analysis developed over nearly 50 years. It took 2 years to write, 6 months to produce, and there are 24 video modules, plus many tools for tech videos attached to this. There's literally like total of 50 or 60 something videos in there. But the key of the 24 video modules, this is online lifetime access. You don't need a special platform. And once you learn this, you're never going to look at charts the same as you did before. As you saw us presenting these and the results of the great work that the whole team does, this is where it all comes from really learning this. It's going to improve your directional decisions and help you project in both time and price. And a bonus, the first 25 that sign up for this is going to get this collector's book. It's the book I read back in 1975, Profit Magic of Stock Transaction Timing. And it's been out of print for decades. I have been collecting a whole bunch of them, knowing that I was going to do a special someday and include it in this. And that's what I'm doing right now. So the first 25 will get that collector's book. Also, I'm going to put a little thing in there, a greeting with my signature on there for you doing that. And also, you're going to get this amazing bonus 30-minute trading session with one of our members of the askSlim analytical team. And that's a bonus value of $400. So normally this is $12.97. We're going to take $400 off on this discount of $8.97. Plus, you get those bonuses. And just make sure you go to the top of our website, as I showed, right up over there, and click on that, and you will really get a good sense. One more thing, you can go to workshops right over here, click Cycle Analysis Workshop, and it's going to take you to that page. You can get that special right over there, and you'll be able to see everything that's in there, including a little video that I prepared for you right there, and you'll get to see what is in every single one of these modules in here. So really important for you to go there and get that information, and then sign up by clicking that Learn More button right over there. And don't miss this unbelievable offer that we have right there.